It's a Renault taxi cab. That's a Christmas ornament. These are some model railroad cars that I found in my travels. Here's the Batmobile. Spider-Man. Captain America. GMC camper. Some airplanes with wheels. Ford Courier 4x4. Old Dodge Challenger. 260Z with a trailer hitch. That's a Transformer. It's a Mercedes 540K, I think they call it. There's a Transformer also. I think it's a Porsche 917. Auburn Boattail Speedster. Rolls-Royce Roadster. Redline race car. Redline dune buggy. T-Bird like my grandmother had. 63, I think, or split window Corvette. Whatever year. 63, I think. 66, maybe. Okay, wow. Knight Rider's car. Kit. It's a pretty good reproduction, I think. Except for the graphics on the door isn't accurate, but other than that, it's good. It wouldn't have graphics like that on the door. It's a Fiero GT. This is an interesting story about this race car. I'll try and remember it and talk about it later, but it can be looked up, of course. So here, the Camaro, 80s Camaro wagon with the engine in the back. And that's a brand trade there, the rear bumper. It's a little goofy, in my opinion. And it also exists on this Ford van. I think it was Fast Ones that did that. I'm trying to remember for sure. So taxi van, Hot Wheels County Sheriff. That's like a composite vehicle. I think it's like a cross between an Impala and a Crown Vic, maybe. There's a Mini. Pretty cool Mini. I have several. Here's a neat case. Stepsons. I mean, it's good. It's good. So, 61 Impala, Ford GT, Gran Torino, Mitsubishi Lancer, and a Nissan Z car from some movie. This is just a set VW van, Ford Raptor, unknown. I think it's Bugatti, maybe. Jeep 4x4 four-door pickup. That's also a Fire Chief, which is cool. And a Mustang GT. 55 Chevy. 70 Charger, I think. Dodge Charger there in bright yellow. Grand National Buick. Turbo Buick. Unknown Hot Rod. It's pretty cool, though, I guess. Especially if you like skulls, because there it is. This is kind of like my dad's old Chevy truck, 55 Chevy truck. It was a darker brown. People thought it was black. I got no fight over that. So what else is there? Oh yeah, there's the loader with the bucket. End loader, I think they call it. Ford Cortina Matchbox. They're pretty, and of course with the trailer hitch. Once again, Ford Cortina tow package. I'm sure. A little bitty 4-cylinder on those, I think. Old-fashioned Jeep, 4x4. Oh, and speaking of Jeeps, it's like a Barbie Jeep hot rod kind of thing. That's an antique, too, though. 1971. Barbie-style Jeep V8 hot rod street machine. So, what else is there? You're probably wondering. Okay, this is one of my favorites. A Volkswagen Vanagon type truck with the trailer package, including the oh, it's a guy surfing, I guess. And that's a person on the lawn chair, deck chair. Yeah. What is that? I never even looked at that closely to know what that is exactly. Is that waves? I think that's waves. That's a surfing wave. There's some surfboards. It's all you do is hitch and haul. It's that simple. I think I already showed that. Yeah, I showed that already. I found that on the side of the road or whatever on my travels. It's a flying balsa wood model of a P-51 Mustang. I haven't built it yet. I don't know if I will. This is a nice truck. 39 Chevy panel. Here is 83 Ford LTD station wagon. My uncle had a wagon like this. It was with the like a beige, whitish with the fake wood on the side. But I thought it's a neat model. An interesting model in my opinion. Okay, remember that one. One of the coolest VWs they ever made. Just got this the other night. And it goes well with this one. This Mustang. This is one of my favorites here. The Cadillac convertible. It's a good reproduction. I like the picture better than the actual car on this one, the actual die-cast. Oh, and remember that. Remember that one? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, another VW. Fire truck. Pretty cool. What's this guy? Oh, yeah, it's a Honda. Nice. Nice. These are both Aston Martin. James Bond type. And a different Aston Martin. You know, DBR1. Pretty cool. Another one that I like, Porsche Outlaw 356. There's a pretty cool model there. I haven't built it either, obviously. And it's a very complex model. I have to learn some techniques I don't yet know to try and build that one. Like I have to make the wire wheels out of wire on a roll. It has a jig to make the wheels for that out of wire on a roll. It doesn't have made wheels. I have to make them to make the model. That's kind of cool, a little Triumph. My neighbor had one of these. It was a 4-door. Or, well, they weren't neighbors, but they were nearby in the neighborhood. People I've known since kindergarten. Remember that, too. This one. Oh, Willys. Nice. I asked you to remember the Mini earlier, because here's another one. Mr. Bean's own Mini. Oh, remember this one. London Taxi. Oh, do you remember this from earlier? It's a different one. I have more than one. 62 VW. Oh, okay, the bumper doesn't seem to match the picture. It's alright. Travis Bickle's car. Or, you know, the car he leased. When he went to be a hero. I've got a Marquis. This is a Crown Vic, but it's also still pretty cool. Remember that, the thing. My mom had one of these. It's one of my favorite cars. I was 5 years old. We didn't have it very long. Some people are fans of the show. I'm a fan of the car. Remember that? That's a different one, but yeah, London Taxi yet again. And that is going to be big. The box is like 3 feet long almost. And it's going to be model railroad scale, I think. So, earlier I dropped a few. I'm going to start at the top. Bronco. That's a Celica GT, I think. There's a Jaguar XK 150, I think it is. And this is like my little Hustler pickup truck right there, a little Datsun. Mine was a 76 model. Datsun B20, they call it, I think. This is one of my favorites. It's a little plastic. It reminds me of my Hyundai that I turned into a taxi cab, but I'm not sure. It's a little banged up, and I think it might be just a generic car. more or less, because I don't know what model it's supposed to be. But it's cool. That's an old World War II Jeep, more or less. Pretty cool. I like that. That's like my dad's pickup truck. He had a 55 Chevy. It was very dark brown. I got in a fight because someone tried to say it was black. I said, well, no, it's brown. You know, I would know my dad's truck. It was an SSR. Those are kind of cool. That's from childhood. And look at this. This is one of my favorites. It used to be a flashlight, and it is a keychain. The light doesn't work anymore. The headlights, I mean. I know I had a flashlight in the middle. I mean, excuse me, it was in the middle, in the spare tire. And the whole gang is in the front seat. The whole gang is in the front seat. It's kind of like my wife's old Mustang. Another childhood dune buggy pickup truck. Useless for hauling because the engine's in the back like that. Here's another wife car. She had a Honda like that, so she got the keychain too. There's the Volkswagen bay window. I don't know what organization, honestly. What does that say? No, it's an ambulance or something, but I'm not sure what agency. There's one of my favorite VW models that I have. A race car, of course. So here is a Mercedes Roadster. It's broken though. Looks like a three-wheeler, but it's not. It's just broken. There's another wheel on the back too, but it's off to the side. And I don't want to break it fixing it. Maybe if I'm careful I can. Yeah, I could dust, but I haven't lately, obviously. Goofy says hi. Tyrannosaur. This GMC pickup. And there's a Cocker Spaniel with the bone. Glows in the dark, by the way. This stuff, I'm not sure exactly what it is. Well, it was like find on the side of the road stuff, mostly. There's a cool car. There's a cool truck, a Dodge 4x4 four-door hauling an ambulance, which is a Chevy, if I remember right. I don't know what that is. There's a Honda like my neighbor had. There is National Park Police. I think it's a 57 Plymouth. Look, Pac-Man thing. Okay, this is cool. Check it out. See? Pretty cool. There's the 55, and there's the 97. That reminds me of my car. 49 Mercury. Yeah, I want to get more Mercuries. 64 Chevy. I can't tell you how many we had in the family, but I think it was about a dozen, and there was at least one 63 as well. Hey, look at that. The Citroen DS. That's a nice car. It's a popular car. I think it was named the most beautiful car in the world at one point by somebody. That's not a bad show right here, Hunter. I've only started watching it recently on reruns. This used to be parked next to that. One of my favorites again. Just went to House of Blues the other night. That was pretty fun. Mostly. It's a Hanomag fire truck. And there's a Volvo wagon in the back. BMW. Yes, I'm a fan of Mercury. I found that in the mud. I think it's a Ford. It's got the brush guard to make it a little harder, but I think it's a Ford. Pretty sure it's a Ford. Like an 80s Ford. There's a pretty cool Mercedes. Tell you what, buddy. There is no substitute. It's like, I think one of the least popular Porsche models besides the 924. Hey, this is pretty cool. Custom VW. I like that. There's some more stuff that I dropped on the floor earlier because the shelves are kind of packed. 66 Dodge Charger. I think much, much cooler than the more popular models, I guess. Remember that? I think that's the second one of these I've shown you. That's a nice one. It'll be a BMW 507. Here's a 55 DeSoto. We had a 51 DeSoto. I loved that car. Whoops. I might be able to find one someday. But the 51 DeSoto looks more like this Mercury right here, 49 Mercury. It's broken a little bit on the hood, but otherwise nice. Still presentable, I think. Vintage VW. Old Ford Bronco. Wait a minute. Huh. Well, I got the first Bronco. There's the new Bronco. Kind of cool. See? So here's a 76, I think, Ford truck. The other day I saw the RoboCop truck, and boy, do I want that. It's a truck and trailer set. It's a 78 Ford truck, but it's a much more faithful reproduction. That's a Lucid. I thought it was a Tesla. It's a Lucid. Another electric car. Whoopee, right? Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like it. That's a Subaru SVX. Remember that. MG. Dodge patrol car. Dinosaur car. There's a Mustang. Pretty cool. Another Torino. We had a neighbor had a Torino. Oh, Mazda RX-7. I like the rotaries. There's another Mazda RX-7. Oh, and what's this? It's another Mazda RX-7. I like the RX-2. I think those are going to be harder to find in diecast. So what's that? Another Honda? Awesome. Land Cruiser Toyota. The Toyota van. I worked for a painting company briefly. We had a van like that. London Taxi again. And what's that? Another Mini? Yep, it sure is. Wait, there's more. There's more. See? See, there's another BMW 507. There's a Jeep like I used to have. I've had a few of them. 3 of them, actually, I think. Garbage truck. Racing boat. Like a jet boat or whatever. Just the body of, I think it might be a Toyota Celica or something. Just as Hot Wheels. I don't know what brand it is, actually. There's an 80s Camaro. Early E-Type Jaguar. Notchback, which I didn't know they made that. Cadillac, Ferrari, Lamborghini type car. I think a Ferrari. F40 probably. There's another. That's like I think a Ferrari 307 maybe. I don't know. That's an RE8, I think. 2-person World War I biplane. Another VW. Safari, yeah, the thing. I don't remember what that is. Cartoon thing, I guess. Claymation. No, look, another MG. There's one of my favorites. I just got that the other day. Very nice reproduction. And there's a 50s Dodge truck hauling the Wienermobile whistle. Another Dodge Charger patrol car. Sopwith Camel. And check it out, a Chevelle. I like that. Oops. Another cop car. It's a kind of a generic car. I don't think it's a specific model. Just like a fantasy car or whatever, you know. Here's one of my favorites. We just got that the other day too. 48 Ford convertible from the movie Grease. There's more. There's more. Patience. There's more of a Curtis sport car. Pretty cool car. VW van. Some military stuff. A lot of this was my stepson's, but a lot of it is mine too. There's another one of my favorites right there. A pretty good reproduction of a Lincoln. Here's another fire truck. Another dinosaur. That's an S10, I think. There's another one of my favorites. I just got that, an early Alfa Romeo from the middle 60s Alfa Romeo. And this, again, one of my favorites right there. Thanks.